Gratitude is one of the easiest ways to manifest more into your life. Even the lottery winner Shane Missler preached by it. He woke up every day with thanks before his feet hit the ground, before manifesting his $400 million win. But why is gratitude so powerful? Why does it bring more abundance to us? Let's explain why. Everything in this universe or reality we live in is vibration. Everything. Everything you see, hear, or touch is vibration in and of its own. Gratitude is a vibration. When you give off gratitude, you give off the vibration of having something. You feel complete. You feel it's there, even sometimes when it's not. So how can we harness this power of gratitude and manifest what we want into our lives? How can we take this energy and turn it into a manifestation in our physical world? You start by pausing. Pause right now. Not the video, but just pause and look around. Wherever you are, just see what you see. First off, let's be grateful you can see. It's amazing, isn't it? Imagine life without it. Scary, right? Now what do you see? Your phone? Your clothes? Your computer? Your drink? Your food? Your car? What is it that you see? Whatever it is, it's there for you. You're alive, experiencing it. Give thanks for it. Be happy for it. A good practice is to do this right when you wake up. You prime your day with gratitude. Lay there for 2 to 3 minutes and just soak in your life. The good of life. And instead of looking at the bad stuff like the work that you have to get up for or something else, try to force yourself to look at the things you can be happy and grateful for. Like your bed. Even your toothbrush. Just like anything, it needs practice. Your brain's neural pathways may be wired more to look at the negative. Most of us are like that because of the programming we grew up with. But after a while, you will start to prune those out and start waking up grateful without even trying. The amazing thing is that once you do this more and more, you start to put yourself into the reality of you having more and more. You will attract more abundance because you are in an abundant state. For instance, being grateful for the money you have now will bring you more money. It's a snowball effect, even if it's a few dollars. Instead of looking at the little you have, start to see what you do have as more. The glass half empty or full scenario. I know this seems like tricking yourself, and honestly you are, but there's a reason to this. Start to incorporate gratitude into your life. Whenever you notice you complaining, switch to looking for something you're grateful for right away. Gratitude is the energy of having it. Already done and received. So use it. Comment down below 2 things that you're grateful for. If you can, come back every day and comment 2 more, and keep it going. Thank you for watching.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome to day 17 of Magic Book Session. Today's topic is Magic Check, one of the favorite topic for a lot of us. So, let's start with a prayer and we will go into the session. Please close your eyes, inhale and exhale. Let us pray to God, to all the great teachers, to all the angels present around us, all the helpers in the visible and the invisible world. We thank you for all your help. Thank you for the abundance in our life. Thank you for the good health. Thank you for fantastic relationships. We thank you for all the knowledge that we're gaining, understanding that we are gaining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so gently open your eyes. I'll share the screen. So the topic for today is the magic check, something that we all really look forward to. The check coming in, of course. So, in the magical universe, there are no coincidences and there are no accidents. Nothing happens unless someone wills it to happen. William S. Burroughs, writer and poet. When you direct gratitude's magical power towards any negative situation, a new condition is created, eliminating the old condition. That means that when you get yourself to the place where you feel grateful for money more than you feel a lack of money, a new condition is created, eliminating the lack of money and magically replacing it with more money. So, this is what we are supposed to do. So, in the last money practice as well, we realize that the more we complain about, having less money or there is lack of money or things being expensive or not being grateful for what we've already got, it it does not help us to increase the money in our life. But when we are grateful for the money that we have, you know, more than what the lack that we feel, we will start replacing that condition with the new condition that we are um, going to attract into our life. All bad feelings about money push money away from you and reduce the amount of money in your life. So all the feelings of say being guilty about having more money or being critical about the cost of things, being complaining about not being able to meet expenses, all of these push money away from our life. So we'll not be able to attract. And every time you feel bad about money, you'll reduce it even more. If you have feelings about money like envy, so if we are envious about, money that other people have, your cousins have, your friends have, your neighbors have, or disappointment that, I'm not able to earn enough money, or it's how much ever hard I try, I don't, it doesn't seem easy to, reach the target, or I'm not able to make that money, or, any kind of worry that how is this going to happen? How is that going to happen? How am I going to meet this expense? Where would the money come? Or the fear that, um, how will this expense be able to manage? Maybe the expense is in the future, but, right now itself, you feel fear about it. We do not create conditions where we are going to receive more. This we have seen from the beginning of this book and even in the chapters related to money. The law of attraction says like attracts like. So if you feel disappointed that you don't have enough money, you will receive more disappointing circumstances of not having enough money. If you're worried about money, you'll receive more worrying situations about money. If you feel fearful about the state of money, then you must receive more situations that will continue to make you fearful about money. So uh, so a lot of times it becomes like a loop. You feel fearful, and then more situations come that make you fearful, And again, you feel more fearful and more situations. So it becomes a loop. And for some people, it is very difficult to come out of this loop. That's why we need to change the thinking pattern, rewire the brain. And that is why this book that we are doing, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, is like a blessing and a, a very, very simple guide for us to attract more money into our life. So, so this is something that we need to do, is that change and rewire our thinking habit. And then we will be able to attract more money in our lives. However difficult it may be, you have to ignore your current situation and any lack of money you may currently be experiencing. And gratitude is guaranteed way for you to do it. Do that. You can't be grateful for money and and disappointed about money at the same time. You can't be thinking grateful thoughts about the money and have worried thoughts about money at the same time. Nor can you be grateful for money and have fearful thoughts about money at the same time. When you're grateful about money, not only do you stop the negative thoughts and feelings that push money away from you, you are doing the very thing that means more money to you. So when we start being grateful about the money, when we start feeling, that no, the money will come. I'll be able to pay for the fees. I will be able to manage the expenses. And you try and replace the worry with assurance, with being grateful that you have money, you have managed the expenses so far. We are going to create a situation that will bring more money to us. So that is what the law of attraction is. What you think and feel is what is going to get attracted. So you have already practiced gratitude for the money you have received and continue to receive. So before you use gratitude's magical power for the money you want, you need to. So this is the third money practice that we are going to be doing. The first one was where we were grateful for all the money that we received in our life in past, whatever we experienced. And the second was where we uh, made a list of 10 expenses that we'd already paid money for, and there were still expenses that we were needing money for. And this is the third practice, that is a magic check. So we have practiced gratitude, and before we use gratitude's magical power for the money we want, you need to understand various ways and avenues that money or riches could come into your life. Because if you're not grateful each time your riches or money increase, you will stop the abundance from flowing to you. So a lot of times we get money in some other form, but we do not realize and we do not show gratitude, and we also complain. So money can come to you through receiving and a lottery, or an unexpected check, an increase in salary, a lottery win, a tax refund, or an unanticipated gift of money from somebody. So where money can come to us, we don't know, but it may come in different forms. You may sometimes receive a discount. You may sometimes receive an unexpected gift from somebody. You may have a tax refund, a small lottery or a big lottery, whatever it is, which we also saw in the video today. They are all money coming in, but we don't count this because it's not really like like your salary that is coming every month. So your money can also increase when somebody else spontaneous picks up the tap for coffee. So you decided to go for a coffee with your friend and you were about to pay. Okay, obviously, since you've had coffee, a lot of times, obviously, we touch the bill. When we are about to pay for the coffee, the friend says, "It's my treat today." Now, didn't we save the money? That money, which was in our wallet, it didn't decrease. It remained the same. So that is also money increase. And when you're about to purchase an item and you discover that it has been discounted, and when there's a money back offer on a purchase, and when someone gives you a gift of something that you needed to buy. So if you get a gift in the form of something that you were already intending to buy, Or if you picked something to buy and then you found out that it had a discount as well, so you saved money. All these are money received. It didn't go. Now we don't notice this because we feel um, it's not something that we've like received cash in, but it's a form in which the money with you remain the same, if not increased. I would say it increased because you were going to pay 500 for the product, but now you had 25% discount, so you are paying only 375. So that 125 is an increase despite you buying something. So the end result of every one of these circumstances is that you have more money. So whenever a solution situation arises, ask yourself, does this circumstance means that I have more money? Because if it does, you need to be very grateful for the money you're receiving through that circumstance. If you tell your friend about to buy an item, you're about to buy an item, and the friend offers to lend or give you the very item because they don't use it. And if you're planning to travel and you and you hear about a discounted special that you end up taking, or if your lending institution lowers their interest rate, or a service provider offers you a far better package, your money magically increased through the saving of money. Are you getting the idea of unlimited situations where you can receive money? So, uh, sometimes it's happened, we discuss with our friends that, I need to buy this book, I want to read this book. And he says, oh, I have this book, I've already read it. Why don't you take it from me? That's money saved because you are going to spend anyways. If you are looking for a travel and then suddenly you see an offer that gives you a discount, that's again money received. So all these are many situations where we can receive money. Most likely we've experienced some of these situations in the past, whether you realize it or not at the time. So at that point of time, probably we were not aware and we did not realize that these are the money received circumstances. Uh, and whether you realized it or not at that time, they occurred because you attracted them. But when gratitude is your way of life, you attract magical situations by all the time. Many people call it good luck, but it's not luck at all. It's universal law. Okay. So a lot of people say that, oh, that person is lucky, this person is lucky. But for people, it may be termed as, yeah, a luck, but actually it's a universal law. That person attracted it and not everybody else. So that person must be thinking in another way to attract that circumstance in their life. Any circumstance that result in you having more money or receiving something that costs money is a result of your gratitude. You will feel great joy in knowing that you did it. And when you combine your joy with your gratitude, you have real magnetic force that will keep attracting more and more abundance. When I arrived in the United States several years ago, I arrived with two suitcases. I worked in a bare bones apartment with my computer on my lap. I didn't have a car, and so I mostly walked everywhere. But I was grateful for everything. I was grateful to be in the United States. I was grateful for the work I was grateful for the bare bones apartment for its four plates, four knives, four forks, and four spoons. I was grateful that I could walk to most places. I was grateful that there was a taxi stand right across the street. And then something incredible happened. A person I knew decided to gift me a driver and car for a few months. Other than my computer, I was living with the most basic material things to survive. And then suddenly, I had my own personal driver and car. I was so grateful, so I was given more. And that is exactly how the magic happens with gratitude. Today's magic practice for the money you want to receive has brought astounding results to many practice. At the end of this practice, you will find a magic blank check from the gratitude bank of the universe. And you're going to write out the magic check to yourself. Fill in the amount of money you want to receive along with your name and today's date. Choose a specific amount of money for one thing you really want, because you will be able to feel more gratitude for the money when you know what you're going to spend the money on. Money is a means to do to what? Um, okay, sorry. Is a means to what you want, but it's not the end result. So if you just thought about money per se, you wouldn't be able to feel as much gratitude. When you imagine getting the things you really want and doing the things you really want to do, you will feel far more gratitude than if you were just being grateful for money. You can photocopy or scan the check from the book. You can also get an abundance from the blank magic checks from the secrettv.magiccheck dot. Okay. If you want, you can start with a smaller amount on your first magic check. And after you receive the smaller amount, you can keep increasing the amount on your next checks. The benefit of starting with a smaller check is that when you magically receive it, you will know that you did it. And you will know absolutely that the magic of gratitude worked, and the gratitude and joy you feel will make bigger amounts believable to you. Once you've filled the details of the magic check, hold the check in your hands and think about the specific things you want the money for. Get a picture in your mind and visualize yourself actually using the money to get the very thing you want, and put as much excitement and gratitude into it as you can. Maybe you want the money for a new pair of shoes, a computer, or a new bed. So picture yourself actually buying what you want in a store. If you would purchase what you want online, then picture yourself receiving the delivery. So you feel excitement and gratitude. You might want the money to travel overseas or for your child's college education. So, um, so imagine buying your own airplane ticket or opening a college bank account, and you feel as happy and grateful as if you've really received it. After you've completed these steps, take the magic check with you today or put it in a place where you will see it often. On at least two more occasions during the day today, take the magic check in your hands. Picture yourself actually using the money for what you wanted and feel as grateful and excited as you can, as though you're really doing it. If if you want, you can do it more times in the day. As with any other magical practice, you can't do it too often. At the end of today, either keep your magic check where you had it or put it in another prominent place where you will see it daily. You could put it on your bathroom mirror. Um, you could put it on your refrigerator, underneath your magic rock, in your car or wallet, or on the background of your computer. Anytime you see magic check, feel as though you've received the money and be grateful now. You can have or do what you want. So when you've received the money on your magic check, or if you've received the item you want to spend the money on in another magical way, replace the check with a new amount for something else that you really want and continue with the magic check practice as long as you want. So this is a check that is there in the book. If you have the book, it's there in the last page of this chapter, and you can write pay, yourself, and to the order of whatever the amount is, and from the universe the date. You can put today's date. Now when you start, and this check you can put it anywhere where you're going to see it very very often. And then you start feeling more and more grateful about this money. Now, what Rhonda is saying, that if you have an intention as to where you're going to spend the money. So, for example, if it's like, say, you want to do a course, and that course is for 30,000, and you write that 30,000, and then you start feeling grateful that you've received this and you've actually paid for the course, and you're doing the course, and you feel grateful for it more and more. You will see that it will get attracted. So she says, ki start with a small amount and then you go to a bigger amount, or next you write a bigger amount. So once you know what you're going to use the money for, and not just write say 5 lakhs, what are you going to spend the 5 lakhs in? So if that is very clear to you, it is easier to attract and be grateful for the money. So this check, you can make a copy and make this check in your name, and then you can keep it in a place where you see it very often, in front of bathroom, or in your wardrobe, or in your wallet, or somewhere wherever you would see it often. Okay, so this is something that you can do, and this is a very, very interesting exercise, and it has come true for me, and I'm like really, really grateful for this. And it's actually fuels your imagination, so it's a very interesting way of attracting abundance in our lives. Okay, so this is the magic check. So we'll read the practice, that task that we need. Count your blessing, make a list of 10 blessings, and write why you're grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Fill in your magic check with the amount of money you want to receive, along with your name and today's date. Hold your magic check in your hand and imagine purchasing the specific thing you want for money. Feel as happy and grateful as you can that you have received it. Take the magic check with you today and put it in a place where you will see it often. On at least 2 more occasions, take the check. Take the check in your hands and picture yourself using the money for what you want, and feel as grateful though you were really doing it. At the end of today, keep your magic check in a prominent place where you will see it daily. When you've received the money on your check, or if you receive the item you want to spend the money on, replace the check with the new amount for something else you want, and repeat steps 2 to 4. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So this is our task for today, and I'm sure you will love doing it. I really like doing it, so I hope you enjoy doing it. Do it today, and then we can start being grateful for the money that we are going to receive. Okay, so we are going to have live session again tomorrow. So please join in at time on the time. And tomorrow also is a very good chapter. All the chapters are good. The magical to-do list. So let's end with a prayer. With the blessings of God and all the great ones, we thank you. Thank you for all the abundance, and thank you for this magical check exercise. Thank you for the abundance we are going to receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so have a good day. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.